Hey, that doubt keeps showing up, doesn't it? We'll learn today on how to stop doubting yourself. Step by step, exactly what to do. Doubt. Oh, wow, but does it sneak up on you or what? You know how you have doubt in yourself and your abilities and what you can do? I don't think you know where doubt comes from. Because you don't know where it comes from, it literally can build up inside of you and get a hold of you and literally hold you in the place you're at right now. Let's uncover it and make sense of it so you can actually get up and out of this total cesspool of doubt that you may be stuck in. The first thing to learn about what doubt is it comes from something else besides doubt. I have found it comes from sarcasm. Sarcasm, when you look at the old definition of sarcasm, it means to tear at one's flesh. Sarcasm is those little comments we make to ourselves when we make mistakes or we do something wrong, and we literally mock ourselves. Or we're sarcastic about other people's attempts or their efforts, and we, under our breath or inside of our mind, we make these little comments about other people like, oh, they should have known that. What are they doing? They're just goofy and they don't know what they're doing. And we literally can tear people up inside of our mind by the words and the sentences we use. And even sometimes other people are sarcastic to us. Because sarcasm is not all truth and it's not all lie. It's a mixture of truth and lies, which is really deceiving. It's deceiving when we mock ourselves and we're sarcastic to ourselves. It's very deceiving. And because it's deceiving, it leaves us wondering what really is true. And because we're wondering if it's true or not true, that creates doubt in ourselves. Who'd have thought that sarcasm is really like the root of it, right? It's really the beginning of it. But here's something I want you to check this out. Let me show you what sarcasm will do to you, and it'll make sense why you go through such deep levels of doubt. When sarcasm starts, it's as though it's the beginning of a wedge. The very, very tip of the wedge are sarcastic comments that we think don't make any difference in people's lives. It's just funny, it's just mockery. And most people just do it out of just fun and, just joking with each other. But every sarcastic comment works that wedge down inside of us. Now, see this person? See the wedge at the top? As this wedge each time gets hit on top, every time we use a mockery comment or a sarcastic comment, it begins to work itself down through us. The first thing it does is it starts to split our mind, where we literally find ourselves being confused and we literally don't really have the ability to make decisions. And notice the doubt it's going to create in ourselves, because if we're confused, we're not sure. But yet we didn't know where this all started from. It started from sarcasm and mockery. Now, as we go down through the person, as sarcasm and mockery keeps going, now it splits our head, it comes down and starts to affect the way we see life. We start to lose our vision or hope about the direction we're going. Then it starts to work its way down and starts to mess with our voice. And you can see the path where it's going. And then we start to talk less. We interact with people less. We don't join in conversations with people. We get quiet. Now, maybe you're not, seeing it in yourself right now, but maybe you see this in somebody else you care about. Somebody else you care about that has really stopped talking, and maybe they've lost hope in their direction, or maybe they have a tough time making decisions. This could be your spouse. It could be one of your children. It could be one of your friends. But it doesn't stop here. If internal sarcasm and internal mockery keeps going, what happens next is we literally start to become emotionless. Like we really don't have feelings. A person who's having this happen to them will start to have the language of, I don't care. If you ask them, what would you like to do tonight? I don't care. What would you like to have for dinner? I don't care. And literally they have no care. That kind of language indicates to you their wedge has gone down through them. Sarcasm and mockery is literally beginning to split this person in half. literally dividing them, confusing them, shutting down their voice. It's powerful and it's real. And as a mentor, over the thousands of people that I've mentored, I see this happen. I see it happen in marriages. I see it happen with an individual. I see it happen with any person, child. Doesn't matter how old you are. These are the signs that the wedge is real. Then what happens is the person starts to lose confidence. They don't want to try anything anymore. They don't want to do anything anymore. And then at the end, they have a loss of purpose. Why even get out of bed? And then they even think the thoughts, why even stay alive? You know, if we don't know something, we could have doubt in that little moment. This kind of doubt is the kind of doubt that just lingers from day to day to day, week by week as it goes by. I'm talking about the kind of doubt that literally drives you down to literally feeling like you have no purpose because it first started out with confusion. This is something we've got to pay attention to and notice, and so we can reverse the process. And so to reverse the process, step number one, that is the most important step, is to stop the mockery and stop the sarcasm. Don't use sarcastic comments at others. Don't use mockery comments to yourself or to others, but to literally change the way you talk, and especially the way you think about yourself. Because inside here, you talk, and you talk to yourself. You say things about yourself all the time, and you got to stop that and notice that so you can stop that. But listen to your children, listen to your spouse, and listen to if they use comments that are degrading, destructive. And if they're degrading or destructive comments about themselves that they just can't do anything right, help them change their language. Because if we can change our language to, I'm doing my best, I can try this again. Oops, I made a mistake. Please forgive me. I'm going to do better. We can change our language. Language drives our thinking. And if we can use language that is much more clear and healthy, we will doubt less. We'll be less sarcastic. We'll use less mockery, and we can change the way that we feel. Doubt is a feeling that happens because the wedge is splitting us down the middle. So stop the sarcasm, stop the mockery, and begin to use better language about yourself. And if you don't know what that better language is, listen to people who talk positive. Listen to people who are goal getters and people who are attempting to do things better in their life. The language is all around you, but we can learn how to speak better so we don't have this happen to us. I want to make a difference in your life. I want to help you in those moments when you don't know what to do. And that's why I brought this message to you today. Your life matters. And the way you think, the way you feel, and where you're going in life matters to me. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any of these types of training videos that can help you. And if you know of a friend who's struggling with this right now, send them the video and let them hear for themselves that there is something you can do different. That you don't have to just stay this way for the rest of your life. You can remove that process by only adjusting your language. The language you speak and the language you think. Now, if you'd love to see us live, we're here in Salt Lake City. We'd love to see you at one of our live events. And check us out on our website. But also, please stay tuned with our videos because it's going to help you with real life situations. Because your life matters.